Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Hamilton and I'm here with you again today for another scrapbook layout process video. Today, surprise, I am doing another layout for my career album, and this one, look, I'm going to attempt to use some old Sassafras Lass paper that I've had in my stash forever. So this layout is one on the ground. It said photo spot, and it was on the top of this hill, and it overlooked the city and everything. It was gorgeous. My camera, of course, I just had a little point and shoot then. Actually, it's the same point and shoot I've got now, but it could not capture the beauty that I saw. So this bottom photo is a photo of my feet with my bright pink shoes, and of the photo spot little plaque that was on the ground, and then I've got a photo of the view that I saw. So apart from the Sassafras Lass paper there, it looks like I'm using some of the new Dear Lizzie Daydreamer, and the other one I believe is from Crepe Paper, the Love Notes collection. But I could be wrong about that one because there are a few similar ones, but I'm sure it's going to be either Crepe Paper Love Notes or one of the Maggie Holmes collections. So I am going to use this Sassafras Lass paper, and I've decided to use it as a double matte for my photos. I'm trying to use up a lot of my old paper. Actually, before I did one of my giant hauls recently, I made it a challenge to myself to get rid of pretty much all my paper, and I did. And I'm only left with a couple of scraps now that I'm still trying to use, that I had reserved for my career album, but I needed paper to go with them in order to scrapbook them. And I'm finding them a little bit hard to scrapbook even with my new paper. It's because they are funny. I guess because they are so old. A lot of them are 5 or 6 years old now. They don't sort of go with the newer products that are out, and they don't seem to be my style anymore. I'm not in love with them, but I don't want to waste them. And I was in love with them once. This layout is actually the 65th layout that I've made in 2014, and it only took me 40 minutes to make. That's because it is super simple and not very embellished at all. I don't know, I just like a good view. You don't really need a lot. It's just something about it that simple is best. Yeah, well, that's how I felt with this layout anyway, that I sort of captured everything that I wanted to capture very simply. So I'm trying to use up this scrap from the blue paper, and I've also cut out some cameras that were from, I think it's an Amy Tan not old, but paper. Well, it is older, but not as old as that Sassafras Lass paper. But I can't really get that piece of paper to work, so instead I swap it out for a doily, and I think it was because the layout was so boxy already that I needed to I needed something circular in there. So I try out I've got some pink doilies, but it felt too pink. There was too much pink. I liked the white for some contrast. And I've decided to stick one of my cameras there, and put like a little strip of blue paper behind there, the blue paper that I was trying to use. Now I've decided that I'm going to outline all my layers to make them stand out a little bit more, and that's a really easy way to bring some more dimension to your page, because this layout is, as I said, super flat, super unembellished, super simple, but little touches like this help make it pop. So I'm using just a Sharpie to go around the edges, and I'm using the back of one of my scraps just in case I slip off the page there. And you don't have to be super neat with this. In fact, it can look better if it's a little bit messy. So don't worry about stuffing up or anything like that. Just put pen to paper and draw. It looks better if you can do it in like a big long line instead of lots of little hatches. So you just have to feel confident with your stroke and just move it. It's also easier if you move your whole arm than just your hand. Okay, so that's that big piece there. I also outline these bits pieces that I'm going to put in my like embellishment cluster. So I've cut down that blue strip into half, and I'm going to put half of that up the top corner of the page and the other half obviously in my embellishment cluster. So I outline these, and I also outline the camera because it just got lost without the outline. It needed something as well to make it pop. So once everything is outlined, I stick everything down, and as you can see, I use double-sided tape. It's just because it's the cheapest adhesive that I've found so far, and I seem to go through adhesive so quickly. It's also available at like my local Kmart is where I get it from, and I visit Kmart. Well, it's easier for me to get to Kmart than it is to get to any craft store. I don't have any craft stores near me, and it's quicker than ordering it online. So I just stock up at Kmart whenever I'm there. So next I am going through my dimensional goodies, and I've pulled out some Diamante bling. These are from the Crepe Paper Oh Darling ephemera pack, and I think they just go great with my bright pink shoes. Those shoes are now sadly retired. I loved those shoes to death, and I did wear them until well, the soles were literally falling off, so regretfully I had to bin them. Now I've pulled out some vellum shapes, and they're also from the Oh Darling ephemera pack, or no, they're probably from the vellum shapes pack. So I've placed them around the page, and I'm going to glue them down with glue dots and also my double-sided tape for the vellum shapes. I find that glue with these vellum makes it curl up, so it's just easier to use my double-sided tape for that. Once they're all stuck down, it's onto the title, and what you just saw flash across the screen is like a little bucket bin thing that I keep all my alphabet stickers in, and I just rifle through them and try and find stickers that I think will go with this layout. Now I've decided to use these Elle's Studio pink letters. They're fairly new. I've only just recently got them, and I would say that I quite like the font. They're quite nice, and you get quite a few letters on this sheet as well, which is always good. Now, because I'm such a creative person, I'm titling this one Photo Spot, which is exactly what it said on the plaque on the ground. So I'm super creative, I know. Should have said something about the view, could have said anything, but no, I went for Photo Spot. Up in this top corner, I'm writing Snap, and mainly because I really wanted to use these letter stickers. I'm a little bit obsessed with the tile stickers at the moment. I think they're awesome. So that's my layout. At this point, I was calling it done, finished. So I gave the camera a little bit of a close up there, and then I snip off that end there and turn off my camera. But then I think to myself, it just needs a little bit more. So I get out my spray. This is the Tattered Angels in Watermelon, and just give a little bit of a misting or a little shake splattering up the top there. And that's all I'm doing on this layout. As I said, super simple, but I like it. I don't know, there's something nice about it. I don't know. It just resonates with me somehow. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I love everyone how you all leave me comments. It's just so awesome. So thank you so much. And I will see you next time, everyone. Bye.